This is the Museum Buff. We visited Van Wert County Historical Society Museum in Van Wert County, Ohio. It is on Washington, which is 127 Washington Street, excuse me, on one which is 127 going through town. It is well worth a one-day trip, and guys, best part of it, it's free. I've got with me today a friend. His name is Jake, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what he thought about it, and then we'll switch over back to me. Jake, what was your favorite part of this museum?
The tractors, the uh, the old farm equipment. Just seeing a lot of the stuff that I had seen on my grandpa's farm, and I knew what it was, and I kind of had an idea of, well, this does this and this does this, and there's a tractor out there, John Deere B, that I drove at a tractor show. That was a friend of mine's, and seeing that tractor kind of brought back memories of that. But there was the wagons, the manure spreaders, and all that stuff that I had seen out at the farm, and just it just really opens up your eyes seeing old farm equipment and tractors like that. To, oh well, they had to do it all like this. Like, you don't have the fancy equipment we have today. Back then, you had to go out and pick 2 rows of corn by hand before you bring in the corn picker. And that didn't matter whether it was just a small little farm or it was a great big 15-acre run. You had to go out and do 2 rows by yourself or by hand before you could bring the corn picker out there. And I know that from firsthand knowledge because my grandpa Jack told me that's what they had to do because he lived it. He had to do it that way. But it's a great little place to go, and it's free. You don't have to spend a dime to go into this museum to look around at cool stuff. And it's a place like this is great for a city like this, I think. Here's the museum buff.
Hi, guys. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my favorite parts. It was basically the clothing that I like to watch or like to look at. We see the trends, how, modesty has really come down a lot in a lot of ways as far as clothing goes. Um, just even how the style has changed, and how our bedroom suites have changed, and the quality of our furniture and everything. I mean, from having a hand painted bed in or bedroom suite in 1861, that's 100 years old. If you want to think about it this way, 100 years old, guys, hand painted bedroom suite. And in 1961, when they're farming with tractors, this bed is now 100 years old and it looks brand new, like it was done yesterday. And it's in this house there as well on the grounds, and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it looks like it was done even today, 50 years later. So this thing is like 150 years old. You might as well just round that off to about 200 years old on a bedroom suite that looks like it was repainted, and it's not been. Books. Oh, there's so many books all over the place. There's school books, there's Bibles, there's all kinds of books that you can just go and look at, and it's just like, wow, what an amazing place. If you're a book nut, their dictionaries, huge thick dictionaries, There's a legal office. There's a post office. There's train set down in the basement. Um, Lamps, clocks, farm equipment, everything. I mean, just basic needs of life back in what it was in the 20th, 19th, and 20th centuries. It's a wonderful place to go with the family. It's a beautiful, beautiful house inside. You're missing out, guys. You really are, and by not going to this museum. It is just absolutely marvelous. There's even local history. Um, if you go into the annex, there's a lot of local war heroes, a lot of local news that you can go to the library and follow up and get a good look at if you're writing a historical article or doing some research for the county, for the county history. It is just amazing resource for students, teachers, parents, children. They're open, guys, and they're going to be closing for the winter, but they are open now Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. I highly recommend you come and enjoy the day. We'll see you soon. This is the Museum Buff, and he's signing out.